So what, you don't know how to make a dress yet? Let's fix that. On today's episode of So Cute, So Easy, we are going to make a simple tank dress just in time for the summer. All you need to start is your favorite tank dress, or if you don't have one, your favorite tank top and skirt, as well as 1 yard of a stretchy fabric. This fabric was pretty thick, so I didn't line the dress with another fabric, but I could show you how to do that if you want to know. Anywho, we're going to lay our fabric down with the pretty side facing up and then fold it in half. Make sure that the direction of your fabric stretch is going horizontal so it will stretch with your body. This is very important. Place your tank dress on top and smooth everything out. Use chalk to trace out the shape of the dress, leaving about 1/2 inch to 1 inch of extra space around the perimeter. This will be your seam allowance. Once you're done tracing, cut out your 2 pieces and these will become the front and back of your dress. To get everything really symmetrical, I cut the dress out halfway through both layers of the fabric and then flipped only the top layer over so I could cut out the exact shape in both fabric layers. At the last second, I decided that I wanted a square neck instead of a scoop neck for my dress, so I cut out a little bit of extra fabric off the front piece to get that squared look. Once your pieces are cut out, you're ready to sew. But first, you're going to hem the neckline and the armholes on both pieces by folding the fabric over to the ugly side and pinning it in place. It should look something like this when you're done. Pro tip, this is where you should put your front and back pieces together to make sure the dress straps are the same size and will line up well. Unfortunately, I didn't do this, so mine came out a bit wonky. Once that's done, go over to your sewing machine, choose a narrow zigzag stitch. I used a stitch length of 2.5 and start sewing along where you pinned. Don't forget to use your reverse button to lock those stitches in place. You'll sew the neckline and armholes of both pieces of fabric, one at a time, of course. Now that that's out of the way, all you need to do is lay the 2 pieces of fabric on top of each other with the pretty sides touching. Add pins or clips to secure the fabric on the sides as well as at the top of the straps. It should look something like this. Then you go back to the sewing machine and use a straight stitch to sew the top of the straps together. Be very careful when you're doing this part because the fabric can shift a bit once it's under the needle and you'll end up with uneven straps like me. But luckily it's easy to undo and sew it again. Sewing the sides together is really easy. Just go straight down from the armpit to the bottom of the dress or vice versa. And don't forget to give yourself the space for that seam allowance that you created earlier. Try on your dress and we're almost done. Make sure your dress is fitting right and make any adjustments now if you need to. I went in to make my straps a little bit shorter. Lastly, we're going to hem the bottom of the dress. Just lay the dress out flat inside out and roll the bottom of the dress up twice like this so that the raw edge of the fabric will be hidden. Pin the front and the back side, make sure they look even, then go to your machine for the last time and use a narrow zigzag stitch to sew all around the bottom. And voila, you just made a dress. This project was actually so easy and it took me less than 2 hours to make. I know that you can do this, but if you have any questions, go ahead and leave me a comment, or if you have any sewing requests, send that too. See you in the next one. Bye.